Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, we're back here at Ciocca Ford of Lawrenceville in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Check out this brand new 2025 Ford Bronco Sport. This is the base Big Bend trim, Oxford white, black two-tone roof. Now this one's got some options on it, so it's probably a bit more expensive than what you normally see on a Big Bend trim. So you can let me know if you're in the market for a Bronco Sport. Would you go with the Big Bend trim with a few extra niceties to make it look cooler on the inside and on the outside? You can let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. The front end of this Bronco Sport Big Bend in the Oxford white. As we move in closer to the front end, we do have a full spread of LED lighting up front, including the turn signals and the fog lamps. Flat black on the grille, top and bottom, with the Bronco name spelled out in the center. We do have some black glare strips up top with the bucking Bronco on them and a nice design. So that looks cool as we come around to our wheel and tire package on this Bronco Sport. It is a 17-inch matte black wheel with the bucking Bronco on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Continental Pro Contact all-season tires, 225 on the width, 65 series sidewall 17s, all four corners. Four-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the Oxford white with the black two-tone roof, 8 inches minimum ground clearance, Haas off-road tuned suspension, Big Bend call out on the front door right there, flat black on your side view mirrors, flat black on the front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap, up top the two-tone black roof, flat black on the antenna and the roof rails with a sunroof. Then over the back, we're going to have a very flat back on this Bronco Sport, so the wiper down below on the glass. Standard bulbs for turn signals in the back. Bronco Sport spelled out in black with the black and silver Ford badge here on the back. Flat black down below with the exhaust tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 25 Big Bend, and we have Ford's 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 3-cylinder engine, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 181 horsepower, 190 pound-feet of torque. With a Class 2 trailer tow package, this Bronco Sport can tow up to 2,200 pounds, MPGs, 25 in the city, 30 on the highway, 27 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular, unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price, 25 Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4, $29,995. This vehicle's got almost $4,200 in options. We'll go over those when we check out the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,595 from Ford's Hermosillo, Mexico assembly plant. We have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $35,780. And for those that are interested, this one does not have an import fee attached. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. We're going to go black soft touch material across the top, some graphite trim in and around the black door handle. We do have soft touch on the armrest, flat black on your switch gear. We do have a very good sized door pocket right here. As we move in closer, we have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. We do have a flat black Bronco door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. Seating wise, full power with lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger. And here is the ebony premium trim, they call it in the Bronco Sport. So we have a leatherette with cloth, bolstering quite soft. Headrests feel firm, and you have the Bronco, bucking Bronco, embossed into each front seat. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, up onto your dash. Soft touch in black with the Bronco name right there into the heat and air vent. And we do have a large glove box. Now, over to the infotainment screen, 13.2-inch Sync 4. That is in all Bronco Sports now here in 2025. Now, we don't have built-in nav, so all the maps and nav will come through your phone, but it is wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. Now we have our radio with our sources, AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth music. Nice to see Sirius XM in a base system. Bluetooth your phone right here. You can also have your vehicle settings where you can add your phone, adjust your equalizer for the sound system, clock, general settings, Wi-Fi hotspot, that kind of thing, over-the-air vehicle updates, all in the settings. Then you have features. There's your driver assistance, your towing app right here, where you can go through your connection checklist and all that good stuff right in here. Owner's manual, record feedback, and then down further you have your apps, where you have your CarPlay, Android Auto, YouTube, so you can watch YouTube on here. Not while you're driving, please, while you're parked. And then you can go back to the beginning. So it's very, very simple, very, very easy to use. And then go to reverse. We do have a large backup camera, super clear with trajectory and your tow center line. We go back to park, and we're back to the beginning. Now, down below is where you're going to have your climate control, right? So you have your climate control right here with 3-stage heated seats, and you can put them on automatic and hook them in with the climate control for the driver and the front passenger. And then as we move down further, we have 2 heat and air vents, some of this rubberized or soft touch material all the way through. Down further, you have this panel, which I'm not in love with, but here's your push button start. You have engine auto stop start on or off, max defrost, 4-way hazards, traction control off. This is a clean screen. You push this and the screen just goes that way, or you can unlock it. So interesting. I don't know if it's necessary. And then you have your cameras and your volume. But when you push this in, watch the whole panel just move in on its own. So I'd like to see them do something with this panel. And that's true in a lot of different Ford vehicles right now. Down further, though, you have a 12-volt USB-C, USB-A, and a wireless charging pad. We have the dial to go through this 8-speed automatic with low gear, electric brake, auto vehicle hold, GOAT modes. We'll check those out when we go through the dash. 2 1/3 cup holders, your Bronco Sport key fob, fairly plain, lock, unlock, panic button, and on the back it says Bronco. And then your armrest, nice and soft. We can open that up, and we have a larger area for storage underneath with another 12-volt. Bronco Sport steering wheel, leather wrap wheel, nice 10 2 notches with the stitching, the bucking Bronco on the horn button, round bottom wheel. But this is a big box on wheels, right? So I have plenty of room to get in and out of this vehicle at 5'11", no problem. Flat black on the switchgear, volume over here, as well as your adaptive cruise. On the right side, you have your telephone voice commands, controls for the digital dash. On the left, turn signals, high beams. On the right, front and rear wiper. Over here on the left, we can pop the tailgate. We can adjust your headlights and fog lamps, brighten dim the dash. We do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have a fully digital instrument cluster. So that looks good. Right here, let's check out the GOAT modes. Taking our dial to the right, we have normal, slippery, eco, and sport, and off-road. And then if we go back left, we're back to the beginning. Now, we also have additional menu items you can go through in the center. So it all depends on what you want to see when you're going down the road. And it is very clear and very easy to use. Overhead console, you got a spot for your shades right there. And if you want your dome lighting to come on off and you open and close the door, this button right here remains in the center. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. And then we have the controls for the roof. Right side is the shade, left side is the glass. So we hit the button, and even though it's a standard sunroof, we have an automatic shade, which I do like. And then you can open up the glass, one touch open, wind buffer comes up, glass goes back, and then you can shut it off. And if you want to tilt it, you just push that button up towards the roof, just tap it, and it'll tilt or come back, and then you can close the shade. This roof is an additional option of $995. Now, as we come on down to our rear view mirror, framed rear view mirror, manual dimming function, and then home link on the sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting into the back row of the Bronco Sport, but first the rear door panel, where we're going to have hard black plastic all the way down with the soft armrest. Not quite the same as the front. Now I have the seat set for my driving position, so we'll hop on in, but we'll move our right leg in, duck, twist, and bring the left leg in. It's a bit tighter in the back, even though it is a flat, boxy shape. Getting in, I got to duck a little bit. I say 5'10" up. You may have to duck a little bit. Once I'm in at 5'11", though, tons of room for my head and shoulders. Not bad for the knees. We have the faux leather all the way down, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. These side pockets, too, on either seat, maybe to stuff a phone or something. That's a nice touch. 2 heat and air vents in the back, and down further, 2 USBs for rear seat connectivity. Back seats, we have the same ebony premium trim that they call it in the Bronco Sport, faux leather, some cloth. Feels good though, nice and soft, very comfortable. And then armrest, semi-soft, 2 cup holders. So overall, even though the knee room may be a little compromised, it still feels very roomy in the back, in and around your shoulders and your head. Nice open and airy box shape in this Bronco Sport. Getting into the back of this Bronco Sport, well, you can either pop the entire tailgate manually or you can pop the glass. Pop the glass, you just come to the back, and on the left side of your backup camera, there's a says glass. You hit the button, glass pops up. You can put something in or you can take something out and then close up the glass separately. Now, if you want to do the whole door, well, that's to the right side of your backup camera. Says door. You hit it and lift up. Manual tailgate, big boxy shape, 32.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Bronco Sport with the rear seats up. Here are the all-season floor mats, all-season cargo mat. Underneath here, we do have a fix-a-flat and more storage because we don't have a spare in this one. We do have cubbies on either side, some tie-downs, some lighting. And on the right side here, we have a 12 volt, which is nice in a base trim. And if you want to let the rear seats down, you can reach forward. If your arms are long enough, push the button, throw the seats down, reach forward, push the button, throw the seats down. And now with the rear seats down in this big boxy shape, we're looking at 65.2 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Bronco Sport Big Ben. Window sticker time, here we go. Bronco Sport Big Ben. My apologies for the glare, but it is cloudy and there's tint on the back windows. 25 Oxford White Ebony Premium trim. Standard features left to right. Now we come down to our options. The roof, the convenience package, the black appearance package. Total pricing, MSRP, made by Ford in Mexico. Fuel economy estimates. Government safety ratings. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 25 Bronco Sport Big Bend. And right off the bat, I got great visibility out of all the glass. I got a lot of glass, nice and big, easy to see out. Rear view mirror, no problem. Nice large side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, Ford Copilot 360 in this vehicle for safety, LED lighting up front for safety as well. And I got the Oxford White with the black two-tone roof. I think it looks really good with this color combo, but that, comes at a price. The glare strips, the blacked out badging, that's all part of that black appearance package for $1,800. It's a lot of money, and you'll have to decide whether you want to pay for that kind of action or not. But I think it does make it look pretty cool on the outside. I have to give it that. Brakes feel good. Now we take off. And down the road we go. It's Not going to set fires on the road. This 1.5 turbo 3, 181, 190. Not the most powerful, obviously. If you move up in trims, you can go 2-liter turbo and get a lot more horsepower, and it really transforms the ride of this vehicle. That's probably what I would do with the Bronco Sport, but then you're talking a lot more money too. But then again, 35 grand for a Big Bend is a good amount of money too, because the average price for a Big Bend that I've seen on dealer lots is somewhere between 31 and 32. So this is probably a good $3,500 to $4,000 more than the average Bronco Sport I see on dealer lots, because you got the moonroof, because you got the convenience package, because you have the black appearance package, which adds almost $4,200 in options to a Big Bend, which is a lot of money. A lot of money. The ride feels like a Bronco, right? You got the Haas off-road tuned suspension in here, 8 inches of ground clearance. Not bad for some light off-roading. You got the GOAT modes. And you got a turning radius here of 18.7 feet, which is not half bad. Around we go, no problem. Now let's switch it on over to our sport mode, and let's just see if we got anything different going on. Here we go. And you get a little bit more throttle response. Get you up to speed quicker, so that might be helpful. Let's take it on back down now to normal. There we go. But I don't think people are going to drive this in sport. I think people are going to drive it in normal. They may drive it in eco, and they're probably going to do some light off-roading with it. Take it out to a campsite, favorite fishing hole, canoeing, you know, get out and have an adventure. I mean, that's what this thing is all about. Not going to Moab and rock crawling, but just going out and having an adventure for yourself, either on the weekend or going on a road trip. I think that's what this vehicle brings. And you can get the smaller power plant or the larger power plant, so they do have a lot of bandwidth between the base Big Bend and the top trim Badlands, which I do like. So you let me know what you think. If you're looking for this type of vehicle, is the Bronco Sport Big Bend the way you would rock and roll down the road, or are you going to go somewhere else with that hard-earned money? Let me know, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Ciocca Ford of Lawrenceville here in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend in Oxford White for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.